But the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. This one off, and we are underway in Southern California. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Mahomes now to throw. And that to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory.
Let's go. We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Was it the right play? Throwing it away like that? Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score, Chiefs 7, Chargers 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards that time. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Noah Gray with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you put some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0.
Chiefs 21, Chargers nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Herbert back to the air. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side.
It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half.
Butker on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Chargers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in them.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Herbert's pass, intercepted by the Chiefs.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Chargers 3. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Herbert, rolling to his right. That's into the hands of Eckler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Herbert now on the move to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down. Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Herbert on first down now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
To the air again, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. This is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to get a score back. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score. Chiefs 38, Chargers 10. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Mahomes. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Kansas City.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Again, Edwards-Helaire.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Butker's kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And complete right side to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 22. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Again, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack.
Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the...
He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Jared Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score. Chiefs 41, Chargers 17. Steven Gostkowski set to kick.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And even 100 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1.